Welcome to this Saturday travel and history tip. This one was a hoot. We called the number on the sign that we saw on the freeway. We got a hold of a lady and she said, "Oh, you need to talk to my husband, Mike. He is the curator and he would love to take you around. This museum is by appointment only." The National Barber Museum opened in 1988. Featuring the personal collection of barber memorabilia of Ed Jeffers. Mr. Jeffers felt that there should be a museum devoted exclusively to barbering, and the painting on the wall out front is Ed cutting Mike's hair, and Mike was our tour guide. The collection features over 2,000 shaving mugs, 61 barber poles, and more than 800 straight and safety razors, razor straps, clippers, bloodletting tools from the days of the barber surgeon, shoeshine chairs, spittoons, and historic barber chairs. The museum also features a library of over 400 volumes. It is located in Canal Winchester, Ohio, on the southeast side of Columbus. Here's a little bit about the history of barbering. Notice the date. 4000 BC, Egyptians are the first known barbers. 900. Barbers of the Middle Ages also performed surgery. In 1799, George Washington dies from barber's bloodletting. They should have known that the life of the flesh is in the blood. In 1848, bloodletting falls out of practice. Well, that's a good thing, but it took a long time. 1861, beards come into fashion during the Civil War. In 1880, haircuts cost 5 cents and shaves were 3 cents. In 1897, states require barbers to be licensed and inspected. And in 1964, the Beatles set the stage for long hair. In 1985, over 50,000 barber students are female. In 1995, over 50% of barber students are African American. We were amazed at all the shaving mugs, and what is interesting is that each customer had his own shaving mug. As we said, the museum has over 2,000. We went from room to room and ended our tour at the gift shop, which is at the entrance to the left, but we started the tour on the right. The history of the barber pole. The barber pole has a wonderful and interesting story to tell, and its presence keeps the story alive. It is the oldest distinguished mark of any profession or craft, dating back before the birth of Christ. History tells us that barber service was rendered to the public 6,000 years before. The art of hair and beard trimming, barbering, medicine, herbs, dentistry, tooth pulling, and surgery bloodletting were all performed by the same operators in the early history. They were called barber surgeons. Due to the services that they rendered, and especially to the royalty, the barber surgeons were the most respected and protected men living. They held this respect for thousands of years. During their practice of surgery, which consisted only of bloodletting or bleeding the disease, a white cloth was used. They would rinse this out, leaving bloodstains, hang it in the doorway of their business to dry. Thus, the origin of our present-day barber pole. As the years pass by the hundreds, this original badge has been changed to the present attractive glass red and white emblem, which represents professional grooming services. The doctors, the dentists, and the surgeons have all branched from our original profession long since. However, the barber pole still remains the property of the artistic barbering profession. One unique display, like they weren't all unique, is this. One day, in 1957, Norman Satterfield, while serving as a barber aboard the aircraft carrier USS Essex, was called to the captain's quarters to give a haircut. The young seaman first class from Swifton, Arkansas, was surprised to see 4 Marines guarding the door when he arrived. There were usually only 2. He soon found out why. It was not the captain who needed a haircut that day, but 2 prestigious visitors, President Dwight D. Eisenhower and 5-star General Douglas MacArthur. They had a lock of MacArthur's hair and Eisenhower's hair. And in this shadow box contains the Navy hair-cutting tools used in part by the young Satterfield to cut the hair of President Eisenhower and 5-star General Douglas MacArthur in the fall of 1957. Speaking of presidents, President Ronald Reagan modeled for the barber industry. Mike said that the collection continues to grow as people donate their private collections to this awesome museum. There is a small entrance fee, but as the brochure says, $5. Admission prices are so low you'll have plenty left for a haircut. Haircuts not offered on the site. Our heads are some brown, some black, some auburn, and some bald. William Shakespeare. Take thee a barber's razor and cause it to pass upon thy beard. Ezekiel 5:1. Thank you, Mike. We really appreciated the time. It's all a part of American history. Learn it, love it, appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Teach children our American history. And next Saturday, the Motorcycle Hall of Fame. Hope you watch the Saturday Travel and History Tips. Thank you.